Oh shit! Somebody got a warning.
Amber alert.
Oh god damn.
Know that sound anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Or it got thunderstorm, it got severe thunderstorm or some shit too.
It's any emergency service warning.
Uh-huh.
So that could be because I used to get them when I lived in Hawaii. I used to get them for hurricanes all the time, or tsunami warnings, this and that. We used to get them all the time. That sound, I'm used to that sound. That shit's annoying.
Cheese
Oh,
burgers,
got the big box too. Oh.
family size.
All for me.
You know what I like? I like going to
What you say? What?
But don't call me
No, what happened?
wild.
my homie.
No,
Okay,
I
first
got
off, first off, how it was what academic who was interviewing him. How you sit there and interview him after he walks in with that on? I would have. I mean, again, I'm not. Obviously, I'm not black, but again, for me, I would feel so uncomfortable. I feel like I would not even be able to do the interview as the interviewer. You know, like I feel like that would be so. I couldn't personally. I couldn't do that. Like I would not be able to do that. Uh-uh.
So who did it?
Right.
Who did it? Kanye, and then the academics exposed them.
Yeah, it was all black. Right, but like I'm saying, if I was academic, I would not have even. If that was me, I would have just walked out as soon as Kanye walked in. I would have been like, "Yeah, this interview ain't happening," and I would have walked out instantly. Like I would not have entertained that.
On that license plate, you could have
I
had
mean, I don't know. I
Bad
just,
either way.
I love it.
It's bad either way.
No, yes, I have.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
and see, I don't like that because I have a lot of
Racism.
Jewish friends that I hold very near and dear to my heart. I have a lot of Jewish friends, um, and so with that, I really do not. I like, I again, I, nah, that's, and you know what? At the end of the day, that's his own doing at the same time too, because he was the one that negotiated the terms of his contracts, right? So if he didn't want these things to happen, why did he sign these contracts in the first place? You know, but I mean, but you know, you sit back, you look at Russ, right? Russ ain't ever, he's independent. He's been independent since jump, and uh, uh, no, but you know, he proved that you don't have to fucking sign your soul to nobody if you know if you don't want to, as long as you work hard enough. And like I don't know, I'm just kind of for me, I don't know, I don't get it. I don't get Kanye no more. Um, I seen bits and pieces, but I just again I seen what he was wearing, and I just don't want to even watch it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, homie. Like, I,
Yeah, it's just I don't want to watch it. I have no. It does not. Nah.
I
Mm-mm.
know it's not against, as you say, I know it's not against us, but you gotta think about it. At the end of the day, it started that. Regardless if it's, a YT person, you know what I'm saying, a white person, whatever, in that a white uniform doing that, it ain't no different from him being in the black uniform doing that, and then him going against Jews or anything. It's still part of racism. It's still wrong. Period.
Right.
I support that. You know, the stuff, your music is good. I get you, but the stuff that you're doing right now outside of music, no, I'm not supporting. I don't respect that because no matter how you put it, no matter what you say, what you do, or how you do it, think about it. It's racism.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Right. And again, yeah,
That's
like
right.
I said, I again, if you want to talk about, the Jewish community owning the music scene and this and that, I'm cool. We can talk about that all day. But as soon as you start, like Chess saying, you start crossing that line with, you start bringing the symbolism. Right. He's selling, yeah, that was a dark time for them. And regardless of how people feel about them within the music community or within the community, that was a dark time for those people. And for me to have close ties and friends that are Jewish, you know, like that's exactly. Don't spread hate. Try to spread love. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah. Mm-mm. That's where I draw the line. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not supporting no shit like that. You know,
Yeah.
I don't care what, color you are.
Yeah. And
That,
for me, I feel like it's a shame for me because I really back in the day, Kanye was the dog, man. He had his fucking bangers, right? Like all his old music that he came out with, and even some of his newer stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it has been pretty fucking good. But yeah, it's just time has changed, and yeah,
it's not the
I'm
same
off,
anymore.
I'm off the wagon.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gone. The ship has sailed.
You can't say you support this and you support this and you
Yeah,
condoning
but
this and you
but
doing this.
saying that doesn't mean I still don't listen to his old music because I still, again, his old music is still really good. But yeah,
You can't knock his, can't knock his
right.
talent. You can't knock his talent, but
Yeah,
the choices.
is there? Yeah,
Certain songs. Certain
certain
songs.
songs. Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna
I got
lie.
a couple
Certain
songs.
songs.
I got a couple songs by him.
He did. I'm not
Yes,
gonna lie.
he did.
But
He
now
did.
it's just like now it's like okay, and then when you find out what happened, okay, fuck, yeah, man. So I'm still gonna, but now certain songs though, you like, let me throw that in the trash. You feel me? But the other ones, it's
Yeah.
like, all right, cool, I get it.
Hmm.
At the same time, it's like, shit, nah, bro, I'm not because when you really separate that, okay, now you're not singing, right? Now you're doing what you're doing outside. Now people see what you're doing. Now you getting caught up. That's the whole difference. You separate yourself. Because now outside of music, now you're a monster. Now you doing this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Same thing for Kanye. Yeah, music is banging and
Ooh.
busting and everything else. At the same time, you got to think about the choices he's making,
Yeah.
the path he's leading, path he's going down, and whoever he's going to take with him. You got to think about that. That's not intelligent. That's not smart. That's not. I'm not supporting that. Music wise, it's something different. I get that. That's that talent. But there ain't no talent in being racist.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So, you know, okay. Other, other night,
Oh, that motherfucker got nailed. Damn.
how's work going?
Hell yeah, brother. That's awesome.
You can do, man. That's a blessing. You're able to get up and be able to do it. Now,
Right.
mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, and yeah. Yeah. But then I but then you sit back, but then like when you sit back and you look at like a lot of these child actors that are now like coming forward and suing and you know a lot of these other like producers and things like that um for things that had happened um it kind of makes you think like, hey, like that was kind of the norm back in the day. Is as unfortunate and as uncomfortable as it is for a lot of people to say, that's kind of how it was back in the day. Is you kind of had to do something to get somewhere, because back then was a different time, but back then it was okay. Yeah, no, a lot of these people that were going to these Diddy part were like, they were like already child. Hmm. No, you had to be somebody. You had to be somebody. Yeah. Hmm.
And there's more. There's a lot going on. Like he can take down too many people. Diddy been doing that ever
I don't
since.
know. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to, again, I don't know because
Mm.
true. I don't know. Right.
No rugs.
See, that,
You mean no rugs. No rugs. Yep. No rugs.
right. And see, and again, this is where I'm a
F one in the
realist.
chat. F one in the
So this is where I'm a realist on things, where
chat.
I believe the facts when it comes out in the court documents. Once the court documents come out and I can see all the actual factual evidence, then and it's laid out in front of me, then I can make my decision. But it's like until then, like all of this stuff is like hearsay. It's, oh, this famous person said this, or oh, this person said that, oh, this person claimed this, oh, that person claimed that. All right, you don't know what who. That's all he said. She said.
You know there's a
Let me
book out, right?
let me see the facts
You know
in
his
court.
baby mom made a book out, right? It's no, I don't think the book is no longer right now, but she made that out, and I listened to the whole audio. A lot of stuff
Hmm.
that went down that he did. I was like, yo, I knew it. It was like it was a lot of stuff. They were swingers for a long time. Diddy was always into that
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, I don't. Oh, yeah. I don't doubt that he was. They were swingers. Yeah, that's what's going to be real interesting to see some of the underground, the all the old street beef that's going to come to light out of this, because there's so many people that are tied to this.
Bro, Jay Z, bro, he had romance. He had some things going on with Jay Z.
Right. You're not telling me, right, how the hell has Jay-Z stayed way the hell like under the radar for this long? You're not telling me that man's guilty of some crazy shit.
And this is when Jay Z in
He's
his
been
early
he's
years.
been in the game for this long, and you're not telling me that he no, hell no. That
He was in
man
competition with
guilty. Guilty. Thank you.
bro.
Mhm.
He had Jay Z when Jay Z was in his young time. Bro. Like, he had
Bro, I'm saying
somebody. Actually, what was really crazy is when him and Tupac, like Tupac was messing around with him or whatever. So he was messing around, with Diddy's, woman. So she writing it all out there or whatever. And then I think Diddy tried to challenge him to almost like, you know, uh, a pee contest. You get what I'm saying. He's like, what was wrong with you? Like, he was trying to size him out, and he was like, "Bro, you tripping?" And he's like, "Yo, this is what you brought me here for." But he did his thing with her, whatever, and then he left because Diddy was trying to get inside. I'm like, "Yo, what?" And then ever since, then, yeah, and he rubbed Diddy the wrong way since he didn't want to participate and he just left and said, "Yo, nah, y'all will,
yeah.
bro. It's crazy." Yeah, and he felt the way ever since then.
Hey, you know what always struck me as crazy, who never got brought up in, like, as far as I know, in like some recent allegations or anything like that? Motherfucking Rick James.
Rick James.
Hmm?
The fuck you
Huh?
Bro,
talking about?
I'm
you're
gonna choke
telling
him on,
me
on my
you're
TJ, bro.
telling
Don't do
me
that. I'm choking my TJ.
the king of the slopes? You're telling me, wait,
Rick James is well known for slapping the shit out of bitches. What you talking about?
right, no, but like, no, but like, how, like, how he never had like allegations come about him, like, is crazy. Right. Right. And then I don't know if y'all remember the Dave Chappelle, the True Hollywood Stories.
Oh damn! Come on, man. What? He was slapping him like this.
Right. Right. It was, no. So it was
Rick James, bitch.
yeah. Okay,
But
oh my
bang, bitch.
gosh. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a skit that Dave Chappelle put on his show, and this was in like the early 2000s,
We're aware.
and it was called the True Hollywood Stories with Eddie Murphy, or no, it was with Charlie
It was with
Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. It was with Eddie
No, it
Murphy.
was with Charlie. It was with Charlie
Charlie Murphy.
Murphy.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy played in some of it too, but he like
Yeah,
imitated him or whatever. But yeah.
but no, they recalled like true fucking stories, and they had like 4 or 5 episodes that were all with Rick James and like crazy shit they got into, and it was insane. And they were like, yeah, this motherfucker like punched him in the face with a Unity ring when the his Unity album came out, and imprinted a fucking Unity logo into his forehead. Right. And then he went and fucking slapped him upside the head.
Rick James from so left field caught me off guard. hmm
Rick James, yeah. I mean, yeah, that, and you know what? He's still one of my favorite artists to this day. I still slap the fuck out of Rick James. Hell yeah. some Mary Jane.
Oh my god. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me.
Oh yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Give it to me. That funk, that sweet, that. Give it to me.
Original.
Yeah, no, Rick James. That's the man right there. But no, like I was saying, how that man didn't get like crazy allegations against him with all the shit he did, and yeah. Wait, but wait, is Rick? No, Rick's dead, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. When he, damn. Mm. I want to know. I would be interested to see the allegations that would come against him if he was still here with us. Shit, I was 12.
You did it.
No, that was a crazy time. That was a crazy time in history. God damn. Or you know who else is crazy that surprised me that we haven't heard a lot of allegations from brought up is some of the old school like rock and roll guys. Yeah, like that are still around because well no, you think about it, Ozzy
John
Osbourne is
Bon
still
Jovi.
no, Ozzy Osbourne is still alive.
What is it? John Bon Jovi. Oh my god.
Right. Motley Crue, Guns and Roses, Motley Crue, Metallica, all those guys. Like, yeah,
AC/DC. Kiss.
ACDC.
You got Kiss. Oh, you gotta watch it. You can't say that.
Um, oh, that was no, it's not Stevie. No, it's not Stevie Nicks. No, shit. I want to say it's Motley Crue, or it's a certain band. It might be Stevie Nicks. Yeah, he was fucking wild. Yeah, I love me some old school. But again, I work in a at a bar that's like an older white tea guy bar because it's a cigar lounge. Um, so so well, don't get me wrong. We're very diverse. We have a lot of other people, but that come in there. But yeah, no, yeah, we do. Oh yeah, and but like I'm in California, baby. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that. Yeah, that. Yeah, 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 Nah, you good? I used to live up in Watertown, New York. That's upstate. It's uh it's like an hour and a half east, or no, an hour and a half like west of Syracuse.
Mm.
Yeah. But nah, it's cool. Yeah, no, I live out in Cali. I live out in Stockton. Yeah, we out in the 209. It's cool out here. It's the ghetto, but we love it. It's from LA. What now? What part of LA we talking? Because there's many parts. So from Compton, I'm about 6.5 hours. Oh, I live up by Sac. I'm in the Central Valley. Yeah, I live 45 minutes, like 30, 40 minutes from Sac. Just south. Yeah, Stockton's one of the we've been ranked we are still ranked. We're one of the deadliest cities in America. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. The Diaz brothers, the UFC fighters. Um, we've got oh fuck, what, I don't fucking remember. We got a few famous people. But that's really who we're known for, the Diaz brothers. I really can't think of anybody else off the top of my head. But mhm. Oh no, yeah, 100%. I mean, I hear at least a dozen gunshots every day. The police helicopter is always flying over at least twice a day. You hear sirens constantly all throughout any hours of the night and day. Um, but it's home. It's yeah, but I mean, again, it's like no, it is. No, it is. Oh, you want to hear something crazy? Um, uh, this happened maybe about 4 months ago, but the park right around the corner, there was a shootout over there between two rival gangs, and it lasted all of 5 minutes. And by the time the cops got there, they processed over 400 shell casings. Yeah, and that's just around the corner. That's not even. And this is I live in the north part of Stockton. That's not even including the east, the west, or the south. The south, the further south you go, the worse it gets. And like I'm up north, up here, like where I'm at, it's predominantly a lot of the Asian gangs. Yeah, they're wild. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. Where yeah, no, yeah, out here it's a fucking um. There's a reason why I wear mostly black, and that's it. Because anywhere I go, I The only time I wear red is if I'm wearing a jersey for my sports team, and that's it. Besides that, I don't wear any other colors except black. Uh, yeah, and well, and so the craziest thing out here is now it's not really determined off of color so much to say. It's more based off of where you live and what hat you wear. So a lot of times, like for me, I wear my Giants hat, my Niners hat, and that's it. Or I wear, and anything else is a work hat or an alcohol hat. That's it. Because if I wear, like, you can wear, depending on what team hat you wear, is basically is what clique you ride with out here. Hmm. So it's, yeah. Right, and it's like my bad. And for like what's crazy for me, it's like I always hear like if I'm traveling, it's like, hey, like these are the hats that you shouldn't wear if you're traveling to this city because it's associated with these people, and I'm like, hey, yo, some of these teams are just the team that I fucking wear. Like I'm gonna wear that shit, and if somebody presses me, I right like hold on, because I wear, and so I'll tell you a big one, like uh, let's say the Washington, the Nats, right? How they're the big red W or the white W. A lot of places that means certain hoods, and it's like, hold on, if that's my team, if I live in that area and I have nothing to do with them, like motherfucker, if you come up to me and you're like, oh, you're wearing that, I'm like, yeah, it's my fucking team, bitch. Like fuck you. Like what does it matter? That shit's crazy that it comes down to sports. They're using sports teams to differentiate. Right? It's crazy. And I'm like, what the fuck? It makes no sense. Yeah. So the interesting thing about where I live in California is we're one of the most diverse areas in California. So we have just a very broad mix of races out here. And so it's real cool, like growing up, I've grown up with all walks of life essentially in all different races, um, and backgrounds, religions, this and that. Like it's insanely diverse out here, like almost like a big city, but we're small farm towns. But except for, I mean, Stockton, it's a city, but it's still it's all surrounded by like farmland and shit. So mhm.
He was up in the Catskills where Tyson used to find that back and forth, but I was there
No, I
back.
was
I was
I was
there.
telling Chef,
Huh?
I was telling Chef he's got to come out and visit out here because um, it'd be. I mean, yeah, like where I say it can be dangerous, but it's not if you know where to go. It's not bad. But like you go out to like the Bay Area and shit, man. I was telling Chef it's a party everywhere you go out here, and good parties and good food too. We got some of the best food in the world out here.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, man. I was back and
And
forth.
I
Now,
and I've lived everywhere from the East Coast to the Mid. to the. I've gone east, mid, west. I've lived and on the into Hawaii. I've lived everywhere around the U.S. and oh, 100%. And I'll tell you what, some of the best food you can get, California. You want some good soul food, California, because you have some family that moved here from Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, opened up a restaurant, and you got real authentic Southern comfort food. And then you go next door, you have the immigrants that came from Mexico that cook authentic Mexican food. And then next door, you got immigrants from India or somewhere in the Middle East, and they're cooking Middle Eastern food. And it'd be like that down here, like over here, just like that. Fire.
Yeah, I'm about to get off, man. I'm hungry.
Hell yeah.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm about to finish this baseball game and then go to bed.
hell yeah, I've been on for 3.5 hours. I'm gonna take my ass to sleep, bro.
All right, chef brother.
I appreciate y'all, man. All love, man. One love.
Yes, sir.